What happened before the events leading up to the movie Pacific Rim? And who created the Jaegers? Well, our story starts off on November 9th in 2024, where a reporter named Naomi Sokolov is getting a meeting with Pentecost for an interview. But as she arrives, she's greeted by Tendo Choi, who tells her Pentecost had to cancel the meeting for a trip to Hawaii. He explains that Gypsy Danger was damaged, but is going to be repaired for another mission. This occurred after Yancey was killed in the battle against Knifehead in 2020. Then Tendo explains how the Kaiju War started on August 10th of 2013 in San Francisco. He was working on a boat when a Kaiju appeared in the distance. The military is called in, and the Air Force also tries to kill the creature. And at this point, we are introduced to Luna, who is the sister of Pentecost. She fights alongside other pilots, but they can't damage the creature and ends up dying during battle. The city gets nuked in the process of trying to kill the Kaiju. Later on, Naomi meets with a man named Jasper Schoenfeld, who is the creator of the Jaegers, and he tells her his side of the story. Another Kaiju named Scissor attacks Sydney, and is then lured to a safe area where it can be nuked without destroying a city. Then, on September 15th of 2014, Pentecost is having a speech about how to defeat the Kaiju, and this is when Jasper explains his idea of building an autonomous robot driven by a living, thinking human being. He is joined by an expert in brain-machine interface named Caitlin, whom he is attached to. They show Pentecost their progress, but are unable to create more than just an arm due to funding. Then Pentecost volunteers to be the first test subject of the neural bridge between man and Jaeger, and he's successful. This good news grants them the funding to build the rest of the Jaeger and to recruit more test pilots. But on January 30th of 2015, their first test run does not go so well. Captain Adam Casey is their first casualty from testing a single pilot to control a Jaeger. Then, on February 18th of 2015, the Secretary General shows up to see how the project is going. A pilot named Sergio is having trouble controlling his Jaeger and is about to have a seizure, but Caitlin is worried and then volunteers to join Sergio before he dies. She saves his life, and the demonstration was a success, which leads to the creation of more Jaegers. Caitlin is then assigned to be Sergio's team pilot. They spend more time together, and Caitlin grows more distant from Jasper. At this point, Jasper accepts the fact that their relationship is falling apart. Sergio and Caitlin are then in command of the Jaeger known as Brawler Yukon, as they intercept a Kaiju named Karloff, who's seen off the coast of Vancouver. This battle takes place on April 23rd of 2015, and they defeat it. After this, the reporter Naomi meets up with Pentecost in Hawaii to continue getting more information about his last Jaeger mission in Tokyo of May 15th of 2016. His co-pilot named Tamsin blacked out, but he managed to defeat the Kaiju by himself, but it was his last mission. The neural overload was too much for Pentecost, and after this, he was not able to control a Jaeger. It was during this event that he saved Makomori. Later on, we are introduced to Yancey and Raleigh Beckett, who are two of the best pilots qualified to control Jaegers. Then they meet a woman named Naomi Sokolov, and she gets close to them, but they leave due to having class the next morning. Then, during a training session, the two pilots break their link and they fail their mission. Riley carries a grudge against Yancey for having a relationship with Naomi. If this happened in real combat, they would have died. The pilots need to remain focused on the mission at all times. After their argument, they assure Pentecost that this incident won't happen again. The story then continues on June 21st of 2016. The Jaeger Tacit Ronin is controlled by the pilots Duck and Kiori as they battle the Kaiju Itak. Their Jaeger suffers a radiation leak as they struggle to stay alive during this battle. They manage to overcome the creature and kill it with the assistance of Coyote Tango. It's later revealed that their nervous system was too damaged to control Jaegers. Then another Kaiju named Ragnarok appears, and the Jaeger, Victory Alpha, steps up to fight against it, but this Jaeger falls, and the only option left is Tacit Ronin. This would be Duck and Kiori's final battle. They struggled in this fight, and even lost the drift between them, but somehow, their love for each other managed to keep them connected to control the Jaeger. They fought bravely, but in the end they defeated this Kaiju, but also lost their lives. So that's the story of the events that led up to the movie Pacific Rim. Now, I actually liked it, and I noticed that throughout the story, there was a lot of emotion displayed between many characters. You can see how the Jaeger pilots struggled in some battles, and how this war ended up changing everyone's lives. So what did you think about this story? Did you like it and how it all started? Put your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to the channel to see more content around Pacific Rim in the future. Thanks for watching. My name is Asaglow, and I'll see you in the next video.